Okay, let's discuss our humidification unit. This particular unit is a Paykel HC500. They make many different models. Some have more, some have less controls, but they all have the same function. And that is to humidify and warm up the air that your client is inhaling. The two functions being humidity, provides humidification. The purpose of humidification for your client to have humidified air is to keep your client's lungs moist. This prevents pulmonary congestion and, most importantly, mucus plugs. The humidification provided by a Paykel style unit is very important, but can be almost ineffective if your client is dehydrated. And the reason is that as your client, your lungs are almost like mucous membranes, and they absorb everything extremely quickly, everything. So if you're adding humidity to a client who's dehydrated, that humidity gets absorbed immediately from his lungs right into his bloodstream to try and counteract the dehydration, but that leaves your client's lungs still dry and mucus plugs can occur. So if you have a client who's on humidified air and you find yourself with very thick mucus or even mucus plugs, you need to address the hydration of your client. The other function of our humidifying unit is to provide heat. Right here, if this was on, you would see a number here, and that number represents the temperature of the humidified air, red here, in Celsius. 37 degrees Celsius is the same as 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And the normal range that you should find on here is 33 to 37, or 35 plus or minus 2 degrees Celsius. It's very important that it's not just any number that's temperature is warm enough to humidify air, but this particular range is very close to body temperature. And that provides very comfortable air that comes in. If the air is too cold, cold air constricts our airways because it's uncomfortable. If the temperature is too hot, again, hot air will cause your client's airway to constrict because it is also uncomfortable. So always look to see that you have an appropriate temperature setting on your Paykel. If you find one is inappropriate, you should call your respiratory therapist at the DME and find out why the setting is off or what the setting should be at. Very important unit.